Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the big show. This is Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Online Trading Academy. My name is Josh Lilquist, and we are happy to have you with us today. It's November. It's a new month. It's a new you, a new me, and we have markets that are always the same. They just keep chugging along. Al, we had some great markets. How are you doing this week?
You know what? I feel pretty good, Josh. About yourself?
I'm doing really good. It's a beautiful autumn week here.
Oh, it's fantastic.
You can't beat it, and you can't beat this movement in the financial markets. That's a lot of the things we're going to talk about here today on Investing and Trading Live is the movement in the financial markets. It's called volatility, which is phenomenal. That's exactly what you want in the markets. Now, when we talk about the markets, that's all the financial markets. That's the stock market. Everybody knows that. You have bonds, you have options, you have futures, you have Forex. We might even sprinkle some cryptocurrency. Whatever that soup du jour that you like to invest and trade with, that's what we talk about here on the show. And hopefully we're making and helping our listeners make smarter investing decisions. Al, we had obviously another good week. It was Fed week, more earnings this week. We had a blockbuster earnings week last week. Looking at the S&P 500, that has showed a little slow movement at the beginning of the week. It's been stuck in that supply zone that we talked about last week, potential area of sellers that the institutions could be dropping this market. We know what happened after the Fed announcement on Wednesday, but we also had that correlation of the demand zone with the United States dollar, right? So we talk about correlations, talk about inverse correlations. That's just increasing your odds in the financial markets. And that's what we do at Online Trading Academy, is we train people just like you to increase your odds and probabilities in making smart investing decisions. Hopefully on the show here, we introduce you to some of these techniques and concepts. And then also come and join us for one of the investing classes we'll talk about later that Al teaches every single week. But Al, I don't want to keep you hanging here. I know you got lots to talk about. What's your insight on the markets, and what do you have, or what do you see moving forward here with the new interest rate? Is it a hike? Is it a drop? Well, we know what happened on Wednesday. Right. What's going on?
Well, the Fed has gotten behind itself, and I've talked about that before, how they waited too long and did too little, and now they're playing catch up. And what they've been doing with the rate increases that we've seen. Still, last week, ADP posted stronger than expected job growth, and then the PMI showed manufacturing was still slightly expanding. That's not what the Fed wanted to see, so they've got some work to do. And then you started out by throwing out some terms that I think a lot of people maybe don't understand.
Yeah.
People that are OTA students understand what you said, but you mentioned volatility, and a lot of people listening are going, how crazy are you to say that volatility is a good thing? Because what they have seen is volatility have a negative impact on their portfolio so far. It's because you don't know how to use volatility. That is one of the greatest tools that we have to be successful as traders and investors. You mentioned supply zones. Well, there's supply zones and demand zones. Those are where the buyers and the sellers are. And we use volatility and those zones, the relationship between supply and demand, to benefit our trading. The real problem, Josh, is that most traders really set themselves up to fail because they don't follow or even know a proven strategy. So they place high-risk trades just hoping for big wins, which sounds a lot like gambling, and that's what a lot of people think investing is. And it's because you approach it the wrong way. You have to use a strategy. You have to have a strategy that has been shown to be consistently successful. A lot of people think they use a strategy, and then usually it means that they end up following something that doesn't work consistently. And we see that a lot this year, where people came in and said, what I was using before seemed to work. All of a sudden this year, it's not working.
It's like a football team. It's like a football team doing a 24 dive or a 23 dive every single time.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to play offense and defense. You can't do the same thing every day, because different days and different weeks and different months bring about different impacts by the economy and different things in the market that we can't control. But if you use a strategy that has been shown to work consistently based on really the only thing that's important, and that is the movement of price. And you think about it, what's the only thing you want to have happen when you buy a stock or you buy something?
Well, you want it to go up.
Sure. And what's the one thing you want to have happen when you sell something?
You want to realize a profit?
Yeah, and you want it to go down, right? So would it help if you had something that told you when to buy and when to sell, putting the odds in your favor that the price is going to move the direction you want it to go with a high degree of probability? It doesn't have to happen every time. You don't have to be successful every time. If you follow a strategy, this is, again, part of a proven strategy that has the proper reward to risk ratio, you can be wrong more than half of the time and still be very profitable. You just need to know how to identify that right risk reward, how to identify the right investments and the right trades that fit within that relationship. So there's all sorts of indicators that people use that they hope will work. Unfortunately, for a lot of people, hope is the biggest part of their investing world, and that is not a strategy that will work on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's a lot of things we talk about at Online Trading Academy. Is there's a lot of hope strategies, and I like to call it the smoking the hopium strategy. Mm-hmm. It's not a very good strategy, and that's why we train people just like you how to have those odds, how to have those probabilities in your favor to make smart investing decisions, whether you're trading stocks. Maybe it's options, maybe that's futures, maybe it's Forex. So that way, whatever your strategy is, hopefully you learn a strategy the proper way, and then you follow that strategy with rules-based, and then just follow that plan. And that's what the key in trading and investing is having a plan and then just following it. And Al, we talk a lot about that, and we kind of introduce people to that in these investing classes that they've been pretty busy lately, Al. We have some good market conditions for especially the stock market. So we're seeing a lot of people coming in to this investing class that we do at our academies here. I mean, these classes, they're 2 hours, and we introduce you to these different techniques and concepts. So if you're new to the markets, this is perfect for you. If you've been trading and investing for years and things have changed a little bit, things are a little bit different, this is exactly for you as well. So come into one of these classes, learn how the market functions, learn how it works, and hopefully at that point, you actually at least have a plan moving forward to make a smarter investing decision, whether you're in your retirement years or your working years. But that also can be different types of accounts, trade accounts or wealth or retirement accounts. So I'm going to give a text line to text in for 2 seats and a financial quick start kit that'll help you get started right away with some different terminology and also some free stock picks. Everybody likes free stock picks, Al. So text the word investing to the number 210-210 right now for 2 free seats for this class and that financial quick start kit. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 right now. Al, coming up next, we got more to talk about. We had some great moves after the Fed announcement. And also I want to talk about supply and demand and how to have more income strategies by using the markets. This is Josh and Al, Investing and Trading Live. We'll be right back.